Article 1, Section 8 was the section of the Constitution that very clearly specified what we refer to as the enumerated powers of the Congress, and many of those were an effort to overcome shortcomings that had been revealed through the Articles of Confederation. So under Article 1, Section 8, Congress has the power to make laws, just like we would expect it to, but in addition, it can coin money, it can develop post offices and post roads, it has the authority to raise an army and a navy, although the president is commander-in-chief. It has the authority to raise revenue and the authority to determine how to spend that at the national level. The Congress can appoint judges, and under Article 1, Congress can appoint judges that are not appointed pursuant to the authority under Article 2 and pursuant to the courts that were developed under Article 3, but they do have a judicial appointment process under Article 1. So they have a number of different powers.
Article 1, beginning Article 1, Section 7 and Section 8, begins to lay out some of the very specific powers that Congress will have in the new government. Everything from taxing to providing for patents to providing for a navy, an extensive list of what are called enumerated or listed powers in the Constitution. These were designed to make sure that Congress had a clear mission, and some would argue that they were designed essentially to limit the power of Congress, right? So saying that Congress could do certain things meant that it probably shouldn't be doing other things. And so many believe that the enumeration of powers, which were pretty well known at that time, or pretty clear for a legislative branch, would be a way to define clearly how this new branch, which the founders thought would be the most powerful of the three branches, would operate. And the enumerated powers were designed, in a sense, to try to give Congress a very clear mission about what to do. It's striking how different Article 1 is from Article 2. Article 2, which describes the executive power, is very broad and gives the executive a broad mission of how to execute the laws, says it's going to be in the hands of the President of the United States. That's pretty much what Article 2, Section 1 says. Which is, highly ambiguous and unclear. The enumerated powers of Congress are very different in that respect because they say specifically, here's what Congress can do. Interestingly enough, most of these enumerated powers were really not all that controversial during the convention. They were a little bit more controversial during the ratification phase of the Constitution, but they were pretty clear. And I think some of that speaks to the idea that I think that most framers kind of knew what a legislature should do.